It's almost like a, can't think of the word right now. The word that's coming to mind is carnal.
I wish that all this love.
I've always kind of viewed it as like an outlet, it's like a kind of a therapeutic thing, kind of helps me wind down. But I don't know that that's the motivation. I mean, it's something that I want to do. It's, I don't know, it's an artistic need, but I don't know how I would define artistic need or why it's an artistic need. It's kind of the need to create and share it with other people. I guess defining myself, I don't think I'd say songwriter, I'd just say musician. I've been playing guitar since I was about, I want to say 12 or 13. You know, I like need to play guitar, I need to write, or something like that. Like those are kind of separate. Like they're not really part of the whole, it's not like I'm gonna sit down and write some lyrics, or like I'm gonna sit down and play a tune that goes with what I just wrote. It's kind of like I play guitar and I come up with tunes and I'll come up with something that I really like, and then I'll go back to my journal and find something that I wrote like, you know, a few months back just while I was writing, and turn it into a song and try to like mold it to the guitar or whatever. So I guess as far as like breaking it down, it's kind of like they're just separate, but I kind of try to find a way to fit them into each other. But very, very rarely do I ever like actually write lyrics while playing guitar. That's one of the hardest things ever. I feel like I can write better when I'm like stressed or even like depressed. So it's really frustrating because it's like I'm going through a really bad time, but I'm producing some awesome stuff. Like I'm writing better stuff than I've ever written before, but I feel terrible, but I'm like really stoked on what I'm writing, but everything sucks. You know, so it's like this weird, like a, you know, a double-edged sword kind of a thing, I guess you would say. I think the reason why it's so easy to write when you're sad is because you're really feeling it.
Lay it down like you have no regrets, because it's just a game.
Depression is a really heavy emotion, and you're kind of drowning in it, and it's all over the place. Like you feel it physically, you feel it emotionally. It kind of becomes a filter through which you see everything. So it's like I'll be feeling good and it's like, oh, this is so frustrating because I can't write. And it's almost like you kind of get in this thing where it's like, and this sounds like totally terrible, but you almost want to be having a hard time, like to fulfill that need, like to get, you know, up on top like you were before. So I guess as far as writer's block goes, it's kind of always there, but like I said, it's kind of a state of mind. It's like, you know, it gets late in the day and you kind of forget about everything else and you just start to feel, and that's when it's usually when it happens, and you don't even realize it until the next day. You kind of sit down and like listen to what you recorded or read what you wrote, and it's kind of like, whoa, you know, this is awesome. Like I actually did something that I like, you know, for once. So it's kind of it's a struggle, but I think it is for everybody.
I wish that all this love could flow